This next set of questions deals with isosceles triangles. What you need to keep in mind here with isosceles triangles is that you have two sides that are congruent to each other, as well as two base angles that are congruent to each other. So what we're going to be working with is base angles and angle sum theorem that says that the angles inside a triangle add up to 180 degrees. Every once in a while you might have a vertical angle or something such as in this problem where you have a right angle here. So let's work through a couple of these and see if we can't solve for our variables. So in the first equation here, we are given this information 76 right here. Well, we know these are base angles of an isosceles. This is one of the base angles of an isosceles triangle. If this angle is 76, that means this angle is 76. We can use our triangle sum theorem to figure out this angle right here. What we do is 76 plus 76, that's 152. To get that angle we do 180, take away 152, that gives us 28. What we know now is that this angle over here combined with this angle equal 90 degrees. So to get this angle, we do 90, take away 28, which is going to give us 62. Let's redraw this shape right here. What we're given is that we have an isosceles triangle, we're looking for this angle, and we know that this angle is 62. Well, since x is a base angle, that means this is also the same. If you're given the angle of an isosceles triangle that is not the base angle, here's how you go about doing this. You take 180 minus 62, that's 118 degrees. We know that these two together equal 118 degrees, so what we need to do is cut that in half since both of these angles are congruent. Half of 118 gives us 59. X is 59. Let's look at our next problem here. Again, we're given an isosceles triangle here and an isosceles triangle here. This is one of the base angles because it's across from one of our legs, congruent legs, and this would also be a base angle over here. And we know that the base angles are congruent. That's 47 degrees. Based on vertical angles, this is also 47 degrees. Because again, this is a base angle, this one's also a base angle, that's 47 degrees. However, we're looking for the top angle up here, so what we do is 47 plus 47, 94, and we do 180, take away 94, so our angle there is 86 degrees. Question number 50. We're given a base angle of 38. I know that because it's across from one of the congruent sides. If this angle is 38, this angle is also 38. We don't need to do anything with this because we're looking for the angle inside the other triangle. However, we do know this is a right angle, so to get this one we go 90, take away 38. Degrees. If this angle right here is 52 degrees, this is the other base angle, so it's also 52 degrees. The way we figure out x is we're going to do 52 plus 52, that gives us 104, and then we take it away from 180, that gives us 76 degrees. It becomes a little bit more complicated down here. They're telling us angle 2, so this angle over here equals x plus 64. Again, we have 74 here inside of our isosceles triangle. which means this is 74. To get this top angle up here, we need to do 74 plus 74 is 128, and then we do 180, take away 128, that's 52 degrees. If this angle is 52 degrees, that means this angle plus this angle equal 90 because of our marking here. So we go 90, take away 52. This angle right here is 38 degrees. And again, this angle is 38. And this is the other base angle, which is 38. What makes it a little bit more complicated, but not too much, is that these two angles are equal to each other. We know this right here equals 38 based on our rule up here. So all we need to do is say x plus 64 equals 38, and we solve it by subtracting 64 from both sides. X equals negative 26. Again, you can have a negative value for x because it's a variable. You cannot have a negative value for your angle. Here they're telling us the value of angle 2 is x plus 103. Again, like in one of the previous problems, they're giving us the top angle inside of an isosceles triangle. However, if you check it out, we're looking for an angle inside the other triangle, so we don't really need to go there. What we do need, since this is a right angle, we need to go 90, take away 46, (44 degrees). However, this angle is congruent to this angle over here. They're both base angles, which means they're both 44 degrees. I need to figure out what this angle is right here. So what I need to do is 44 plus 44 is 88. And because of our triangle sum theorem that says we take away 180, take away 88, that gives us 92 degrees. However, we're not looking for this angle right here specifically, we're looking for the value of x. But what we do know is that this angle right here, x plus 103, equals our 92. So let's solve that. The way we solve for x is we take away 103 from both sides. We end up with x equals negative 11. And again, just like in our previous problem, we can have a negative value for our x, we cannot have a negative value for our angle.